there's a lot of different classes in game, and there's also a lot of players who either don't want to farm to the end game or simply haven't reached it yet. So in this new series, we're going to be looking at a variety of different classes for different stages in the game, which are great options and you could very well consider on your Adventure Quest Worlds journey. You join me over at the collection map, getting myself some extra XP to hit those rank 10s on some of the reps that we need for today's video. We're starting off at Join Sansea. If you go here, you can go into the Sansea rep shop and bag yourself the Master Ranger class. This is probably my favourite class in this video, although I do really like Arachnomancer, which we'll come on to later as well. There are some good options, but this one is a solid 2-hitting farming class, and it doesn't seem to drain your mana. Throughout this video, I will only be using full luck on the enhancements, but not using anything fancy, no forge, no ore, just the base class, because again, we're going on the theory that you don't want to farm those harder to get bits. I took it along to Battle Under B, the class was performing really well, and Master Ranger is one you could take into the late game as well, with the kind of numbers you can put out. But just remember, I am using level 100 enhancements. Next up, we're joining the Crash site, so this is incredibly early game, but if you would like an early game class that's nice and easy to grab, Enforcer has been buffed, and when I say it has been buffed, it was a little while ago, but you could use it as a simple go-to soloing class just to carry you through the real early game elements, especially when you're starting out on storylines and need to defeat some of the lower HP monsters and bosses that you're going to be coming across. Interestingly, skill 2 and 3 are also multi-hitters, so I guess you could argue you could also go along and use it for a little bit of farming if you like as well. Next up is Join Archon Grove. This is our next reputation class, and it is going to be Shaman. If you do get the Shaman class, you can also pick up the evolved version, but we'll save that one for another day. This again is another multi-hitting farming class. It deals really high damage. It is a great farming class, and again another one you could carry through well into the late game if you would like to. This one I do always find just drains mana. It could just be a me problem the way I use it. As this is a reputation class, you will need rank 10 Archon Grove rep in order to make the purchase for it, but you can go through and grind that. Fortunately, you do have loads of storyline related quests, and if you stick a rep boost on while you're going through doing your Archon Grove bit of the Chaos Lord saga, then you know you could end up being nearly knocking on the door and only having to do a few repeatable quests at the end. We are now over at Join Doom. You should always be going along and doing your free weekly spin, and if you're a legend, you get a bonus spin as well. Specifically, we'll be talking about the Alpha DOOMmega class, a really strong, recently buffed soloing class that is more than worth picking up. It will cost you 30 treasure potions, or you may get lucky and get it as a drop from the Wheel of Doom itself when you're doing your weekly spin or your daily spin. This could potentially be your go-to soloing class for a large portion of the game, and it does scale significantly well once you do get to forge enhancements later on as well. You do also have a stun on skill 3, so you could potentially take it into PvP if you wanted to, and skill 4 is a group heal for up to 7 friendly targets. The class has a moderately strong heal too, which does mean you will be able to sustain yourself in the vast majority of battles. So there you go, there's a soloing option for you. Next up, we are going over to Ravenloft. Arachnomancer is a class that features quite often now in the top 20 list, so this definitely is a class that you should, and if you haven't yet got, be picking up at some point. It is another rep class, so you will need rank 10 Ravenloft in order to grab it. It is also considered in challenge fights as well, so you could potentially be running this in some ultra style monsters later in game. This is one of those brave classes. You're going to deal increased damage the lower your HP, so the lower your HP, the more damage over time you're going to be dealing. This is also a dodge class, which is really cool, so you can increase your dodge. It comes off skill 2 and 3. You will find yourself in some scenarios just endlessly dodging attacks, which is great news. There are also these support elements with it as well. So you will increase the damage over time that your enemy takes by 100% for 12 seconds, which is huge. And there is also going to be one increasing the damage they take by 100% for 12 seconds. 2 really strong team buffs, or just enemy nerfs, depending which way around you want to look at them in whatever setting you're going through. Anyway, folks, that's all for this. This is part 1. I'm going to come back and give you another 5 very, very soon. I thought it's just a bit of fun. It's fun to go through and see what classes are in game, because there's so many of them, and you never know, you may come across some gems as we go through it. But until next time, if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you again for another one incredibly soon.